Hey, welcome everyone. My name is Sam, and you're watching Homeschool Connect Expo during the month of February. We're having our college fair, and we have interviews throughout all of February with colleges. And you can go on to homeschoolconnectexpo.com and click on the college fair to learn more about all these colleges. But today, this morning, we have Cottey College, and we're going to learn a little bit more about them, what makes them special, and a little bit more information about them. So, hey, welcome.
Hi.
Hi. I was just letting everybody know that you're from Cottey College. You want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more about the college?
My name's Maggie, and I am an enrollment counselor at Cottey, and I went to Cottey too in 2010, and I just really love it, so now I work here.
My name's Maddie, and I'm also an enrollment counselor here. I've worked here for about 2 years now. I'm from Nevada, so I know a lot about the community and what we have to offer, but Cottey's great, and I can't wait to share it with you guys.
Awesome. And anybody that's watching on YouTube, Facebook group, there's links down below that will get you to their exhibitor booth on Homeschool Connect Expo with links and information and pictures and videos. And I just watched this morning like the campus tour of the video, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I love that you have the original building as the main part of the college too. So so everybody check that out. Go out to the website and everything else. But do you have a presentation that you share with us? And
Yes, so we will share our screen now, just so you can see our presentation. Can you see it right now or no?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, it looks like it might not be allowing me to share, but I have the presentation memorized, so I can go ahead and start. Well, if Maggie is able to figure that out, then we'll be able to do that. So Cottey is an all-women's school in Nevada, Missouri, and we were founded in 1884. And so we offer a very personal education. It's a small liberal arts and sciences school. We have about 350 students on campus is the max capacity. So like I said, very personal, and we love it here at Cottey. So basically we've got about like 7 minors, 6 associates, and then over 13 degrees. So we've got, can you see that now?
No, you just
it looks like you're putting
up the website.
No, but we have a lot of internship opportunities, research experiences. So if you're wanting to like intern with our faculty in the summer, then you can get one-on-one hands-on experience with them, especially our science departments. That's really great. Our school is constantly growing. So this past summer, we recently redid our library, and we're building a new student union. So that is amazing. But Maggie, if you want to talk a little bit about admissions process.
Yeah, for sure. So our admissions process, we look for a minimum GPA of a 2.6 with 4 years of English and 2 years of social studies, which includes history, government, psychology, economics, classes like that, 2 years of a foreign language, and 2 years of a laboratory science, and 3 years of math, specifically algebra 1, 2, and geometry. However, if you don't have like those exact specifications, we work with you. And we do before COVID, we did have a minimum ACT score of 21. Right now, we did waive it. However, if you did test for the ACT or SAT and your score is higher than a 21 or 1060, and it's higher than your GPA, you will get the scholarship for that because we have automatic academic scholarships. So
yeah, so like she was saying, right now we're test optional. We've actually never required an essay either, which is really nice. Our academic scholarships range from $8,000 to $14,000. And then if you do qualify for that top academic scholarship right now, since we're test optional, then you get to compete in our Scholars Day competition. And we have that every year. On the Scholars Day competition, you can actually compete for up to full tuition, which is really great. Mm-hmm. You also can compete for different fine arts scholarships, which you can receive even if you're not a major in those departments, which is something very unique to Cottey. Your financial aid can also carry over with you if you're interested in studying abroad. So currently, if you want to study abroad for a semester or for a year, all of your scholarships from Cottey carry over with you, which is also very unique to Cottey because some schools you have to pay for that out of pocket. So we also have like an international relations major, and that requires you to study abroad, and we pay for that.
Yeah. And one of the best things about Cottey is your sophomore year, you get to go on an international experience that is paid for by the college. And it's a week long, and you have an option to stay another week. But you get to go to really cool places, and you get to go with all your best friends. And it's a learning experience as well as fun. When I went to Cottey, my class got to go to Spain, and my sister got to go to London because she went here. So a lot of cool places. We just announced that the 2022 class is going to Paris. So pretty exciting.
Yes. And this coming summer, they're actually going to Greece. So usually it's a spring break trip, like Maggie was saying. But this summer, we're going to Greece because of COVID. Last year, it was Germany and Poland, and they went to England and Australia before. So definitely some really cool locations. In terms of our dorms and like suite style living, we actually have what's called a suite dorm. And so there's 10 to 12 girls in each suite, and then you get a living room area. You all get a kitchen to share in your suite, and also community style bathrooms. But the bathrooms are specific to your suite, and you have a housekeeper all year round. And it's the same housekeeper, and they actually clean your living room and your bathrooms for you. But obviously you're in charge of your own room. So, yeah. But it's very nice because you get that community style feel within your dorm rooms, but you can still have either like a double room with a roommate or a single room at the same time.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, we've got questions coming in.
Oh, cool.
The one question from me, I know the answer, but why women only?
I find it to be very empowering, a very supportive environment. It really did, like the first time I went to Cottey was the first time I had female friends that I didn't feel like I was competing with, that I felt like were supporting me. So it's just a really good experience to have that all around you. So
yeah. And also from like a statistical point, people who attend single sex institutions, whether it's all women's or all men's, you actually have a higher chance of going further in your career and going to get a master's if that's what you want, mm-hmm. or like a doctorate. So you have a higher chance of being able to do those things by going to an all women's school. Yeah.
A massive percentage of women in Congress went to all women colleges. So
okay, yeah, that's nice, and you know, I like to tell the history part of it, where women weren't really allowed to go to college, and so when she started the college, she wanted a place for women to learn, and that's some people are baffled by that now because it's a whole nother world, but it was started I think in
1884 before women could even vote, which is crazy.
It is really crazy to think about the history. All right, one question was sports.
Yes. So I am not sure the exact number, but I'll go ahead and list them out for you because we are adding sports like every single year. We have basketball. We actually recently we were one of the 15 schools in the NAIA to add women's flag football. So we do have flag football. We have cross country and track. We have softball. Our softball program's awesome. Volleyball and esports. So if you're interested in video games, then you can receive a scholarship for that and compete to play that. There's I think it's Smash Bros. And then they've got a whole different list of games that they play. And we just recently got a huge, awesome grant for a stock trading lab and an esports arena. So
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Am I missing?
Golf.
Golf.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Golf. Love golf.
And you're the Comets, is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Our mascot is the Comets, and we are blue and yellow. So it actually ranges from like light blue to navy, all different shades. So yeah, and like we do also have a chance of receiving more sports in the future. So if you're interested in something else, definitely like keep a lookout.
Okay. All right, next question. Where is I would say Nevada, the Missouri, but I think people say it differently on locally, but
Yeah. So it's pronounced, Nevada, Missouri.
Nevada. Okay.
And so we are in between Kansas City and Joplin, about an hour and 20 minutes south of Kansas City and 45 minutes north of Joplin. So it is a small town, but it has a lot of really great benefits to that because we are very close with the community and they're very supportive of our campus. And you're from Nevada. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, growing up, I traveled a lot as well. So even though we're in a smaller community, there's a ton of things to do. And our student life department is actually amazing. We will shuttle people once a month to Kansas City and Joplin. We've gone to multiple times. We've gone to the amphitheater down in Bentonville for concerts and things like that. So because of like the smaller area, our student life actually like over exceeds the amount of things that they'll be able to offer to our students. Because some people obviously, come to campus and they don't have transportation, even though you can bring a car. We have a very high international student ratio. So we like to offer shuttles to things, whether it's to Walmart, different events, and going and eating and things like that. So there's plenty to do.
Okay. And if nobody's, if anybody watching this hasn't been in that area, it is absolutely gorgeous of an area. The trees and the everything. So it's the few times I've been around there, everybody's been super friendly and really nice, very laid back. And for the the homeschool world, the kids do their schooling at home. So one of the always worries is safety. And I would imagine being in a smaller town, and being where that's located, I would imagine it's very safe area.
Yeah, definitely. We have like safety buttons across campus, like the emergency ones just in case. But I was just told recently by our physical plant they haven't been used in like so long that they have to test them just to make sure they work.
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome.
And campus safety, they're always 24/7. Even so, like the most they get called for is just people that forgot their key card and need let into their dorm building or something like that. But they're on campus 24/7. So that's available for you. And like I said, with it being such a smaller campus area, you really get to know people more. Being like coming from a homeschooled community, it's a really good transition for our students. All of our meals are home cooked, so we've never outsourced our food. We actually even sell our professional chef before he retired. He had his own cookbook, and he allowed us to keep his recipes, and we still sell that in our bookstore. So yeah, we're famous for our food.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. Before COVID, like so many people would come just to eat here because that's what we're known for. So.
That's awesome. Now on the mission side for homeschool, shouldn't have any problems kind of going in. Is there anything special the homeschool student would just make sure they have to have to start the process of admissions?
Yeah, so our admissions process, especially for homeschool students, I know I've had a lot of homeschool students. I think Maggie has as well. But really, so I know it's very nerve-wracking for families, especially if your parents are making your transcripts or anything like that. So really all we need is a transcript from your family, especially right now since we're not testing. So just send in a transcript and you can email that to us. You can send, like, if you reach out to us, you can even send us a screenshot. It's nothing really, as long as we get your official transcripts when you graduate, that's what matters the most.
Yeah.
And then if we do say we add testing back to our admissions policy, you can actually come, every school has what's called a residual test. And so you can come here to Cottey and take your ACT at Cottey, but it only is able to count for our school. But you can actually get that result in up to 2 days. So it's a very quick option for you. And there's nothing to stress about. We're here to help. So.
Okay. All right. And then you have associates and bachelors, correct? Both those. And what are the couple main studies in the bachelor world?
I would say that I would say the most popular ones would be biology, psychology, criminology, but we have so many different options. Besides that, we have health sciences, which a lot of our students choose to do for a pre-med program. We do have a pre-law program that you can use with any of our degrees. Our business degrees are really popular. And it's really cool if you are in our business program, because we actually have an entrepreneurial lab where you get to work at a business and you're kind of like an owner, because you do all the stocking, marketing, everything for it. So when you graduate, you get to say you owned and operated a business.
Wow.
Then we do have environmental studies, women and gender and sexuality studies, and then several minors to choose from too that go great with degrees. And then do you want to tell the 2-year degrees?
Yeah. So also another big one I know recently that's grown a lot at Cottey is our education department. Mm-hmm. So we have secondary and elementary education. Mm-hmm. So with that, minors are really big, especially whenever you're like specifying in different things. So we've got history, mathematics, like Maggie was saying, a ton of different minors. Our associate's degrees, we've got associates in arts. So whether it's fine arts, music, you can actually specify in the fine arts program, you can do like photography and different things like that. So if there's something that you're interested in, but you might not see it as a specific major, it could be like a subfield in a specifying area to that major. So whatever you're interested in, just reach out to us. Because we're a liberal arts school, Cottey's very great about tailoring the major to what you're interested in. So there's usually always a way that we can help you get to where you want to be, which is nice. We also have a nursing affiliation agreement. So for a lot of students, nursing is kind of one of those things that, okay, they don't actually have that. I can't go there. But we have a 2 and 2 year agreement with Cottey College. So you can come to Cottey for 2 years, get your associates in science, and then go to Cottey College in Springfield. And the benefit of that, Cox doesn't have really a student life or campus housing. So especially, for homeschool students, it's nice to be able to come somewhere where you don't have to live in an apartment by yourself immediately and be like totally on your own. And then you get to do that international experience before you go to a really good affiliated nursing school.
Okay, awesome. That's a really cool, well-rounded. I love that, the part of it. Let's see. I'm looking at the questions, make sure we get them all here. And now on the food, that was one of them. What was food? You have do you have other choices as well too?
Yeah. So every night there's several options for like entrees and sides through our hotline, but then we always have a big deli bar, salad bar, gluten-free, vegan. There's always a ton of vegan options like in our main line too, and vegetarian as well. And then we always have like a dessert bar, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, so all kinds of options. And if you have like specific dietary needs and we don't offer that, all you have to do is fill out a form and they will start adding those options into our cafeteria. So we have like a very diverse and tons of options.
Yeah. So our food, every day you get to choose, like Maggie said, between soup, salad, and sandwich. And then we have what's called a hotline. And so you go through it and they kind of serve you like a buffet. So tons of different options every day. Our salads are incredibly fresh. Soup's always amazing. We're famous for our mac and cheese soup and baked potato soup. But then every year we also have a really cool addition to our dining hall, and it's called Centennial Dining Room. And so every year or 2 years, it just kind of depends on how busy the president is, but you get to have a 7-course meal with the president, and it's a formal meal. So you get to dress up like really fancy and just kind of get to know the president, because when she sees you around campus, she usually remembers like what kind of classes you're in, what kind of groups you're in. So that's kind of also another thing that's amazing to Cottey is when you see the president, like she knows you. Everyone really cares about you.
Wow, that's hard to find. That's hard to find. That's really cool to be able to have that. So the another question is, are you doing real campus tours, or is it all virtual right now?
Yeah, so you can set up a tour anytime now, Monday through Saturday. However, I recommend coming during the week so you can meet with faculty members of the degree that you're interested in. And if you just go to cottey.edu/visit, you can set up that visit. And if you need help with that, you can contact any of us. I'm sure contact information will be listed somewhere. But yeah, and we do custom individual visits. So you can have a tour, you can meet with any faculty members you might want, student life, a coach of the athletic department that you're interested in. You can meet with a student, and you just kind of choose all what you want to do on that form. So
financial aid as well is usually like set to your visit. So if there are any questions you have about that, then you can just sit down and they'll help you through everything.
Oh, that's great. So everybody watching the this live or here in the month of February, go out to their exhibitor booth. It's Cottey, Cottey College, and check out their booth. Check out the pictures, the videos, all the information. Click on the links to get out to their website and really check this out. And they have a virtual campus tour, which is like 8 minutes long, which is absolutely gives you the history, the information. It's very, very well done. And that way you can get to know a little bit more about them, and then reach out and contact them, schedule a visit, and do some. I think this is it's a great location. It's safe. I do like the single sex thought of, looking at the statistics, of higher education, and for homeschool students, the safety and they're right there to help and everything. So they're welcoming homeschoolers with open arms. But is there anything else that we might not have talked about that you might want to let everybody know before we head out?
Can you think of anything?
There's a lot of really great things about Cottey. I would say tradition-wise, we have a lot of traditions that I love to tell students about, that I would say it's kind of, some of them are similar to sorority traditions, but everybody's involved, the entire campus. And I just had so much fun with them, and it kind of made the experience for me. And a lot of them are secret, so I can't really talk about it. But we just do a lot of really fun things that I think make everybody really close. And
and then lastly, I also want to end with, so for Maggie and I both, and really all of our enrollment counselors, when I went to college, my enrollment counselor, it wasn't really normally something where you talk to your enrollment counselor very often. But at Cottey, one of the things I love about my jobs is every step of the way, whether it's getting admitted or after you're accepted, helping you with the deposit and the housing form and financial aid, and just everything that you need to do before you get here, we remind you every single step. So it's something where if you're never going to feel overwhelmed here. So
Well, that's good. That's awesome. That seems like a wonderful place that will allow people to thrive, and feel secure and go forward on their path. So awesome. Thank you so much for taking some time to let us know a little bit more about your college and everything. And like I said, everybody watching, click on the links, go out to their booth, check out their information, go out to their website. There's so much information out there, and really kind of jump in and ask the questions. So thank you again for being a part of this. I really appreciate you giving us some time to let us know more about the college. So
Thank you,
Yeah,
Sam.
thank you.
all right, appreciate it, and everybody else, we're going to have more of these all of February. So thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon. Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.